Hey guys, it's Poser. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of the Free Agent FC Career Mode in FIFA 22. This is Season 2, Episode 4. This is the season finale. And in this episode today, we're going to be obviously rounding off this season. In today's episode, obviously we've got some big games coming up. Obviously we've got some playoff teams, obviously, who are looking to cement themselves in the playoffs. And we've even got a big game in the FA Cup as well. St Mary's in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. So there are a couple of games we're going to be doing. We've got Peterborough, we've got Southampton we're going to be playing, and we've also got Sunderland I'm also going to play. We're going to sim obviously these two games, as you guys may know. I'll be simulating through most of the games in this episode. Simulate these next three, play Northampton Town, and then we've got Doncaster and Charlton that will be simulated, and the final game of the season is at home yet again, and that's going to be against Fleetwood Town. But I might obviously change it up if we do get past Southampton. I'm not obviously ensuring that I am just yet, but if I do, I will obviously focus on that semi-final instead. But for now, we're going to focus and start off with this game against Peterborough United away. And here's just a reminder of where we are in the league table. We are currently on top of the league with 6 points over MK Dons and a game in hand, which is really good for us so far. It's looking really strong to actually win the League One title. Oxford United, who we actually did lose to in yesterday's episode. If you guys haven't seen that, it'll be on my channel, so be sure to check that one out first and then come back to this one. 2 games in hand they've got on MK Dons. They could easily sneak past them into that second place spot and probably come up to the championship with me, as long as they win those 2 games. Sunderland, Peterborough and Blackpool round off the playoffs. Wigan and Northampton Town really close by as well. Northampton Town also have a game in hand on some teams, and they could also sneak into the playoffs as well by doing so. And also looking down to the other end of the table, and we got some teams: Doncaster, Crewe, Bristol Rovers and Luton Town all in the relegation. Luton Town been rooted to the bottom of the table for some time now, and they've got a 12-point gap to make up between now and the end of the season. They've got 10 games to get themselves out of the relegation zone, or it's going to be back-to-back relegations. So now we've seen the table, let's go and play 5th place Peterborough. So then this is how we line up before going to the Western Home Stadium. I've only made one change to the lineup, and that is Tom Cairney to come out for Moretti. I'm going to see how he does in that cam role, because as a striker he wasn't too bad when we played him in the last game, and I think it was Plymouth in the FA Cup in the last episode. He didn't do too bad, but I didn't feel like he was such a good striker as he could be, so I'm going to see how he plays at cam, because he was originally a centre forward. But that's the whole lineup. Everyone else is a little bit tired, but I can afford to play everybody else, especially with another week's break until we play Southampton, so everyone will be rested until then. But yeah, looking at the Peterborough lineup: Clark Harris up front, I know, Fuchs in the midfield, I know, and him in goal, Ricky J. Jones, I know as well. So what we've got to do now is hope we can actually get a win and keep cementing ourselves as the top of the table team. So here we go then, Peterborough United in the playoffs, and they're looking to help themselves by getting another 3 points and getting close towards the end of the season. Every point counts, and they're going to want to cement themselves there. So come on, the free agents, let's try and stop them doing that. It might start quite soon. We've already got a free kick after 2 minutes, and you never know, we might get something from that. Frankie Kent, after 3 minutes, gets a yellow card, taking down Yalchin just on the edge of the area, I think it was. Okay then, so now we've got a free kick. Jeffrey is the man on the ball. I don't think there's going to be anyone else better than him, since Cairney's not on the pitch. So let's just take this one with Jeffrey, see how it happens. It's on target, off the post, and it's gone in. That's worked out in some way. Less than 3 minutes on the clock, and we have the lead. I think that's Besufian getting the last touch and putting the ball into the back of the net. What a start we have here.
Well, as the replay shows us, it's a decent.
Here's the free kick from Jeffrey. He comes in, cannons off the post, and Besufian's there to get a slight touch on the ball, and it just goes over the goal line, and that is all we needed. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest of goals to score, but who's going to complain? So we have a 1-0 lead here at the Western Home Stadium. Let's just go and just keep this momentum going now. Much time left in the game though, so we have to be careful. It's his 10th goal this season as well. Peter haven't really shown much threat in this opening half hour. Everything has just been given straight back to me for a chance to counter attack, but since the goal has been nothing in it, and Jeffrey now's in behind, He's got a chance. Can he take it? He can't. Blocked off by a defender yet again. His initial touch from getting the ball over the top to him was good. Just got closed down the last second. I think that was Kent there that came across. Busquets, a little lame drag back, but locked it out. Has a chance to go again though. Feed it into Baker. Touch and shot. Oh, it's gone in. It has gone over the line. Rory Baker's screamer. He tried to pick up the ball and send it back to the centre circle, but it's a goal. The goal line technology coming into play. How the ball has crossed the line. What a great finish from Baker. And oh, there you go. Clearly gone over the line there. And Baker gets another one for the season. It was a really great finish as well to come off the underside of the ball like that. And we have a 2-0 lead now. Right, second half spell kick-off. Made a couple of changes. Yelchin was really tired, so a couple of changes there. Coates has come on for Busquets, and also Garbet's come on for Yelchin, and obviously moved Moretti up to striker to see how he does. He is English, not like Spanish or Brazilian or whatever. Ball's fed into Garbett. It's turned well there. Good shot. Oh, Matthew Garbett. Straight from kick-off. We've kept the ball really well. And Matthew Garbett has actually put us 3-0 in front now. Someone who's been a little bit outcast on the side since our promotion from League 2. Obviously replaced by the likes of Tom Kearney, not getting many starts, but now he's got his chance in the side in this second half, and he's shown up really well there. It was a great turn and a great shot into that bottom corner. I've still got some use for you, as we now lead by 3-0 against 5th place Peterborough, covered again by Klutner. We just keep going. Here is Moretti, now up front, starting in a different position from where he did at the start of the match. Here is Coates. Look at the space he's got there. Oh, I think he's got some sort of touch on that to keep that out. I just thought that was heading in, but I didn't see the net bulge. What a normal common misconception is. I think that might have been hitting the post or going just wide anyway, but the keeper had to be safe. Carney on the wing, can't cover with Castro. Ball's in to Marriott. And Poku back to Marriott, found space. Oh, it's a great save there from Meredith yet again. Oh, just probably been my player of the season. Clark Harrison, loads of space there. The finish was a bit poor, could have found a corner, but Meredith still had to do some work to keep it out. But I can't imagine him being any higher than that unless you sign someone incredible. Back to the game now. We got Taylor having a shot on goal, only finding the back of the net. Peterborough getting their goal back, and it was some goal to get as well. Taylor, the captain, putting his foot through the ball and finding the back of the net. This is the ball, just playing the ball on the edge of the box, waiting for that gap, and there is that gap. It was just slightly bending away from Meredith as he was trying to come across for it. It was just that slight bit of spin. He does get at least like a wrist to that from the replay, but he couldn't keep it out. But luckily we've got 2 goals ahead of Peterborough still. Give it away though. Here was Marriott. Missed the tackle. Playing the ball into Clark Harris. He's found space here. And there's Clark Harris. That's a second for Peterborough. And it's put it to only 1 goal now. The team has been dropping off in his last few minutes. Missed my tackle, laid off, ball in behind, and I don't know where I was going with the defender, but he had enough time on the ball to turn and shoot. And he's found that bottom corner well. Clark Harris again on the score sheet against us. Peterborough 2, free agents 3. Ball in, Coates can't keep hold of it. Now Peterborough possession is dangerous. Won the ball back though, and again they tackle him. There they go. Peterborough have the chance to get numbers up the pitch now. Won it back though. They're giving it back. They've got a minute on the clock to get another attack off. Are they going to get forward though? Playing it backwards. Playing forward. Will we run it back though? Good defending. We managed to win the ball back and we stopped Peterborough's last attack. And we do manage to get the 3 points in the bag. It's a lovely 3-goal lead, and we've actually needed that 3-goal lead because Peterborough's 2 goals got them back into the game and put some pressure on it in the last 5 minutes or so. And luckily we were able to get the win and keep our position at the top of the table. Peterborough still got some work to do to get a playoff spot, but we do get revenge on the early defeat that they handed to us early this season. Peterborough 2, free agents 3. Okay, so here is the current Premier League table before I go into this game against Southampton. And Southampton are in 14th, having won only 6 games out of the 28 so far in this Premier League season, and in some sort of a relegation battle with all the other teams that you can see on screen here, and even a few more above them. West Ham and Everton and Leicester could even be considered to that mix slightly, but they're probably a little bit too much quality to even be considered to go down. But a 14th place Southampton team is who we're going to be facing next in this FA Cup 6th round. A trip to St Mary's Stadium, and we've got a fully rested and strong starting 11 with no injuries. All we can do is go in with what we've got and hopefully we can get something from it. From the lineup, I can't really see too many changes. I can't see Ward-Prowse in there though, but they have got Martinelli on that left hand side, I've noticed. The attack looks the exact same. Terrera in the midfield as well. I think he's a new addition. And from looking at this, Mateus is in goal, Jan Valery is still on the side. That's what I know, and that's the team that Southampton have put out. So without further ado, let's see how we do against Premier League opposition. Here we are then, St Mary's Stadium, and a first taste of a Premier League side. What can we do against them though? We're about to find out. Come on, free agents, the biggest game in the club's history. Garcia doing well, picked off though, under pressure early. Ball's in, and there is a taste of that experience. Closed down really quickly. Garcia was, and we've been made to pay, and Terrera's on the score sheet for the Saints. Closed down really quickly, and the ball was just used really well, and in that space he's got time to finish. So after 3 minutes we are behind, and probably would expect to be behind. Work to do though, plenty of time left, but we are 1-0 down. Couldn't close them down, could we? Get ahead on that. We have got ahead on that. Baker, Kearney and Busquets linking up well. Yalchin in space, and we found an equaliser just over 8 minutes. Guven Yalchin getting a goal in front of our travelling fans, and we have an equaliser. Played the ball well, just kept hold of it. Look at the space we found there, and little low-driven shot there goes underneath the goalkeeper, beating him in between the sticks, and we just it's quite a simple goal. We've got a long way to go, but getting that goal back, it's anyone's game now. Southampton won, free agents won. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Ball back to him. I think he's still onside from that. Not switched to. I want to switch. Found the ball in the box. Not switching to who I want to switch, and now Almendra gets on the score sheet for Southampton as well. Didn't switch to who I wanted to there, and by the time the ball came in the box it got laid off, and it was a very sweetly struck strike, and it's found that bottom corner. Meredith couldn't deal with that one, and now we're back to where we started. We are 2-1 down now. Still got some work to do. Getting to the Premier League is going to be a bit of a challenge if this is what it's going to be like, but we haven't got the team to cope at this level, and Adams is making us pay now. 3 goals he's scored now, ball in behind, really well played in, and straight into that top corner. Couldn't do anything about that one. 3-1 to the Saints now. Castro's a bit too far up the pitch as well now. Trying to keep him outside. Adams in, and there's a 4th to Southampton. Ball's on the edge of the box here, and again fizzed in, and the pace on the shot is just too much for Meredith to handle, and I can't even keep up with it. It's a big change from playing League One teams, that's for sure. Ralph Hasenhüttl really impressed with what his team's doing. And it is 4-1 and looks like they're going to a semi-final. And we are only 4-1 down going into the break, and they just look a cut above me, and I'm just not at the races, and their experience shows. We managed to get a goal back, but 3 goals in quick succession after that just wasn't on the cards, and they're in the deserved lead. Castro and Baker. Ball in behind there. Sergio Busquets is in behind here. Sergio Busquets gets a goal back. Grab that ball, Sergio. And back to that centre circle. We've got some work to do here. Shot again. There's game over. Shots coming in. Had the chance there to clear it, but closed down, and he has a chance to turn, take his time and pick a corner. He picked the corner that Meredith can't get down to quick enough. So that will be game over, and that is the end of our FA Cup journey, but it has been some journey to say the least, and we have picked up some really easy teams to get to this stage. Kearney. Space on the wing there for Jeffrey. Kearney laid off well. Kearney has a chance. Kearney finds the back of the net. Maybe we aren't done yet. He doesn't want to pick the ball up though, so I'm skipping it straight away. Kearney finds the back of the net. 5-3 now. There's the ball in, and there's a 6th. Because we couldn't clear our lines properly, Southampton have a 6th goal, and definitely now going into the semi-final if that wasn't as secured before. Just couldn't clear our lines, and the ball's been pinged around the box, and 1-2 easily through the defence and smashed it in, and Southampton have 6 goals against me now. And we're just going to kick the ball around and see if we can get another one to put it on our CV that we can actually score against Premier League opposition. There is the final whistle, and Southampton battered me to say the least, and we've tried to get some fight back, but by conceding 6 goals it's going to be quite obvious who's going to be getting through. You can't really concede 6 goals in the game and expect to win, and Southampton just did what they had to do, and they're going to Wembley now to face someone in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. But we had a good run, but it has finished in Southampton by 6-3. Well, now the nightmare of the FA Cup is over. I wouldn't say nightmare, but after that result it kind of felt like it. We now get back to the league, and obviously some teams have actually played whilst I've been obviously doing my FA Cup duties. And let's see how everything looks with Sunderland now creeping up into 3rd, obviously. I've still got 2 games in hand on teams like them and MK Dons, and obviously I've got a 6-point gap, so that can be easily increased to 12 at a very minimum as long as I win those games in hand. Oxford as well and Peterborough also have those 2 games in hand as well. Blackpool and Charlton just behind Wigan in the playoffs. A bit further down, let's see if anything's changed down there, and at the moment nothing. Luton Town just sinking even deeper into that relegation spot now, 15 points deep in the relegation zone, just keep losing games, and all we have to do now is just carry on with the season, and we've got a couple of games to simulate next before we even play against Sunderland. Right then, so next up is Crewe Alexandra in the league, 23rd place, and the first, with my normal first team, just off the back of scoring 3 goals against the Premier League team. You could safe to say I might put the sword to Crewe. I don't want to jinx it, but there we go, I have jinxed it. Crewe Alexandra managed to beat us. Okay, that's quite crazy. I just said we might be able to put the sword to Crewe, but they've actually done the same thing to us. Right, so this is going to be a controversial one because I'm having to use my second team for this, obviously because there's only like 2 days in between playing Crewe and Sheffield Wednesday, so attempt to play Sheffield Wednesday with the second team. I'm not expecting them the best out of this. Hopefully a win would be nice. And we do get a 2-2 draw, and you know what, I'll take that with a second team. Stadium of Light it is now that we're going to. This game was originally rescheduled from the last episode. I think I was meant to be playing it then, and obviously I didn't play it, but it got moved because of the FA Cup anyway, so saved me a trip. But now I'm here at the Stadium of Light, I'm actually going to play against them. Sunderland now creeped up into 3rd. I'm still top of the table with a game in hand and a 4-point lead on MK Dons, so Sunderland are needing a win here to get any sort of hope of an automatic push. But going with a normal starting 11, Clunan's a bit tired for playing in the last game because Keck says, as you might have seen, was on international duty. Now Lam is, and the game will automatically replace it for me, but all we can say is get into this game and hopefully we get a win, because we need to keep ourselves at the top of this table if we want to win the title by the end of this episode. So here we are then, we're in the north of England now to face Sunderland, and a team that's obviously recently fell off in real life and back-to-back relegations, ended up in League One. They just haven't been able to get out of it, the same as Stoke can't get out of the Championship. But forget about Stoke, we've got free agents to deal with. Come on, let's see if we can get a win at another real life stadium. There's an early sign of the ball given away. Baker's picked the ball up, and look at the switch. The switch is on. Besufian, great touch. Oh, it's a great finish. Besufian received that ball really well, and a touch of fortune that the keeper didn't get much on it, but what a great goal to start this game off, and what a great passage of play. Where was this against Southampton? Up in the gods, our fans are going mental as well. Ball over the top is crazy. Touch and shot. Could have been even more in the corner because it hit the goalkeeper, but it still found the back of the net nonetheless. Keeper got fingertips to it, but it hits the back of the net, and that's all that matters. So we are 1-0 up, because he will start dropping off quite a bit, Busquets, but he's still got a lot of experience, and still good on the ball and winning the ball back. Besufian turning inside really well there. Out wide, Jeffrey. It's too easy. Besufian's ball to Jeffrey. First time finish, thumped into that top corner. And that's the second goal for free agents here. Taking our time with this, I see Kearney there, but Jeffrey is on the wing instead. And I'm just going to lay him in instead. And first time on that left foot, he's actually going to thump that into that top corner. 5-star weak foot. He's going to use either foot just as good as each other, and he's walloped that into that top corner. So Sunderland 0, free agents 2 it is now, and top spot is all but secure. Sunderland's little automatic promotion push is dying in the hands of me. Not to be this time. Garcia doing really well here. Still going. Making excellent progress with the ball. Garcia driving forward, and Garcia's done really well there, and it's actually won us a free kick right on the edge of the box. Alright, Tom Kearney. And I don't know what that was. The game, it took it early. I didn't even mean to do it. I just started to line him up, but the game decided to take the free kick instead. I don't know what that was. I don't know what happened with Tom Kearney's free kick. I was just trying to line him up a bit better, but the game took it early. But we're in the lead by 2-0 at the break, and it's been all us. Sunderland have done nothing. Fruitful looking attack. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Busquets rising nice to clear that one out. And oh, I was wondering why the referee pulled it back there, but Jack Diamond has been shown a straight red card there for that tackle. And they can see why I studs up into the back of Baker, because I played the ball forward to Kearney and the ref pulled it back, so I was wondering what's going on. But Sunderland are down to 10 men now. Castro, can he get over from Stewart? He can. Adams and Baker doing well though. Kearney on the ball again. Lovely play. And we're behind here again. Besufian against Pritchard. And there's a third goal for free agents, and a second for Besufian. Decent play, and Besufian made a really good run in behind there. Into that far corner. No stopping that. And that's game over now. Sunderland not going to get back into this now. They've got 10 men. Sunderland 0, free agents 3. In space there, Baker. Over the top for Jeffrey, making a decent run in behind there. Ball in. Besufian, is he onside? Oh, he's pulled up, I think. The offside flag has gone up. Not far, not much in it. I probably did see it, but you never know. Ball whipped in well, and Besufian pulled up, I think, there. Because Besufian has pulled up, I'm going to take him off just to be safe, and Burt is going to come on to replace him. We've got a comfortable lead, but realistically, if someone's pulled his hamstring, you're not going to keep him on the pitch. so I decided to take him off. Got the pace over Neil. Can he whip this in there? He does well. Kearney's just behind the ball. Castro's come forward to win it though. Fell to Baker. Wound up. Oh, he's at the bar as well. Lewis Baker with another cannon. Just missing the target though. Great strike.
But he didn't know that when he took his shot.
Right, still managed to win the ball back here. Kearney back. Cross in. Can't get the ball in the back of the net. But full time, and we do get a quite convincing win against Sunderland. When it went to 10 men, it was getting wrapped up in the bag, but three really decent goals. With Sufyan getting 2 of them, I had to take him off because he pulled up and he couldn't get his hat-trick because of it. But it's still a good performance. And another win to help us get close to that League One title. Sunderland 0, free agents free. So then next up is a simulated game against Ipswich Town, 12th in the league, bang mid-table, and we're currently still top of the table with a game in hand, and let's just hope we can get another win. Simulated didn't go well last time against Crewe, and it's another draw like we did against Sheffield Wednesday, but it's a 1-1 draw this time, but it is still a point on the board. But with the possession that we had in that game, 4 shots, 4 chances, we really should be finding the net more often. So then next up to simulate is against Shrewsbury, and we need to try and get a win on the board in these simulations. We haven't had one so far, and finally we do. For some reason I thought we were swapped over and I thought we lost 4-2, but I've finally looked at the screen, we've actually won 4-2. So then this is the current league table, and we're just about to go into this simulated game against Morecambe away. And at the moment, a win against Morecambe will secure promotion to the Championship for us. Because at the moment, there's only some teams that can only catch us. MK Dons have got another 15 points available. They can finish on 94, with not including me. Sunderland can only finish on 87. Peterborough with an extra 18 points available can only finish on 90. And who else? Blackpool, they've got 5 games left, so they can only finish on 84, I believe, as well, if my maths is right. And Oxford have got 7 games left, so I think they can get an extra 21 points, which is also 90. So a win will secure promotion, and then I think a win after that will secure the title, which I think I might just end up simulating, because I'm pretty sure the title's in the bag, so I might not even need to play Northampton Town. So let's go straight into this game against Morecambe. I think they're a bit further down the league, 13th, so they haven't had a terrible season, but let's get straight into simulating this. This is to get promoted into the Championship, just a win or a draw realistically, and we do get a draw and another game be absolutely dominated in terms of possession. So let's just see what that means in the league. Okay, so after studying the table and finding out what points are available, there's only 2 teams that can actually catch me, and that is MK Dons and Peterborough. Everybody else is not going to get enough points to catch me, just those 2. But a win will secure, I think, the league title against MK Dons, and I think that will a win will secure the league title and promotion in my next game, which is against Northampton. But I am going to be simulating it as well, because I just don't think I need to. Northampton are in 8th, and I think we can get the job done. So then this could be the game that decides the title, and it is going to be a quick simulation game against Northampton. They're 8th, first team though. Just a win I think will secure a title or a point. But we do have a win, and that is it. We have won League One. So let's go have a look at the table just to confirm that. So yeah, there we go. League title is secured, and even if we didn't win that, it would have been secured anyway because everyone else lost. MK Dons lost 1-0 to Ipswich on your right hand side of the screen. Above that you can see Wigan beating Sunderland 2-0 at the Stadium of Light. Oxford United also lost 3-2 to Fleetwood, so it would have been in the bag no matter what. I beat Northampton, yes, but it was basically in the bag ever since then. I don't think Peterborough played. I don't think. Oh, they did. They drew 2-2 with Blackpool. So even if I didn't win, the title would have been secured anyway. So there we go. League title secured. I'm going to simulate the next 2 games, which is Northampton and somebody else, I think. I can't remember who. And then I'm going to be playing this last game of the season, which is against Fleetwood. Right, before we play Doncaster, or before we simulate this game against Doncaster, let's show you the relegation zone. And Doncaster have 4 games left, and they have a slim chance of getting out of this relegation zone. Obviously, they've got to try and get past me, which would obviously put a big chance in terms of them escaping. But Teams like Luton already relegated, and I think Bristol Rovers and as well are also relegated. It's just to see if Doncaster and Crewe could escape. I'm just surprised that a team like Luton did get relegated. Back-to-back relegations for them, back-to-back promotions for me. So happy days. Screw you, Nathan Jones. Right, Doncaster Rovers at home. Let's just simulate it straight into it. Doncaster need to win to keep some sort of hope alive in their survival, and it's a 1-0 victory for me. Tom Kearney getting on the score sheet. A very weird one. Matt Jay's got a transfer offer coming now from Al Ahly. I don't know. Obviously a Saudi team. 900,000 they've offered for him, and obviously that's the pinnacle of his thingy. I brought in Matt Jay in the League 2 season. If you guys remember, I got him in from a swap deal for free, basically with no money from Exeter. And then immediately after that, he got injured in the Papa John's Trophy and then never played again. So one of those mess up signings, but I'll accept that one. I know it's 900,000 and he's going to Saudi Arabia, but if he accepts it, then fair enough. And just very quickly, Matt Jay's actually accepted that deal with Al Ahly, and he's off to Saudi Arabia, £900,000. So then the final game that is away in this season was against Charlton Athletic. They're in 8th place, so they're very close to a playoff spot, and they could sneak in there. Oxford do have a game in hand on them though, but they've got to get past me and hope they get some points against us. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully we can keep pushing, and we have a 3-1 victory. Baker as well getting it done. Carey on the score sheet as well as Klutner as well. Probably that corner tactic. No, it probably would be. Here we go. This is how the table looks before we play our game against Fleetwood. We're currently on 99 points, and obviously only a point at least will get us into the Centurion Club for League 1. As it stands as well, MK Dons haven't secured their place in the Championship just yet. They at least need a point from their last game, I think. No, do they? No, MK Dons basically have to win, I'm sorry. They have to win because Peterborough have that game in hand. So MK Dons have to win their last game. And believe it or not, I've just looked on the right hand side. Peterborough play MK Dons next, which is absolutely crazy. Sunderland have finished off all the games. This is what I find weird, people finishing their games before others. Sunderland have finished all their games. They've played 46, and at the moment they're in a playoff spot, but I think that can all change. Oxford and Sheffield Wednesday have 3 games left. Blackpool have 1. Ipswich have 1. Charlton behind them have 2. Looking down the table though, let's see if any more places have been secured. Doncaster are down now, and it says between Lincoln and Crewe. Lincoln have dropped into the relegation zone at the expense of Crewe, leaping out. So it's just a matter between those two, find out, see who goes down, because that is it, just between one of those two. And yeah, Fleetwood at the moment they're in 15th. They've had a bang average season. They can't go any higher than the 13th where Salford are. But yeah, let's get into this game against Fleetwood, and let's see what happens at the end of the season after that. So here we are then, the final game of the league season. Yet again another one at home, and we're going to be lifting the league title at the end of this. And all we need to do is finish it like we did last season. We beat Port Vale in the last game of the season to lift the league title. A win was what we would prefer to have, but we got 100 points in the line, so we need a win, or at least a draw. Just don't lose. Come on. Finishing off League 1 in style. About to head into the Championship. About to play Stoke probably in the Championship as well, but we'll have a look around the grounds. That's going to be a fun game to play next season. Goes to the Brit. Ball in for Jeffrey. Blocked, and the ball was not going to bounce over the line. That would have been ideal, but not to be the case. Baker picks the ball up though. No one could deal with him in League 2. League 1, no one could deal with him. Ooh, good shot, but just wide. Kearney over the top, over the top for Basufian. Can he get on the end of it? Jeremy's caught up to him now. Just need to find a way through. Fleetwood have been defending quite well as well in this game. Busquets though could try to line one up and just wide of the mark. Basufian managed to pick it up though, playing a lovely ball forward to him. Charging forward, ball in, and we've finally got our goal. It's taken us a while, but Kearney in the end has finally got on the score sheet, and that goal could help him towards the golden boot. Decent ball forward, Vesuvian just charging into space, and then a ball fizzed across the box, and Kearney's there waiting to pounce, and he's going to slam it into the back of the net, and the keeper's not going to grab for that one. And it's about time we have our lead. It is Free Agents 1, Fleetwood Town 0.
It's with Garner.
Here's Fleetwood's chance again. Are they going to have a shot on goal at least? They are, and there is their shot on goal. And it is forced to save from Meredith. That's their first shot, but they have been coming forward well, and they have been defending quite decently. And now they have a corner at the end of his first half. Whipped it in quite quickly and headed away. Headed back into the box though. Has found the feet of one of their players. We can get it out though. A couple of minutes into this stoppage time, and Kearney's going to drive forward against Clark.
Running with the ball confidently.
And try and cut inside. He has done well. Here is Yalchin. He's in space, so he has to do is shoot. All he has to do is shoot, and now Yalchin's on the score sheet. 2 goals up. Kearney and Yalchin helping each other. Both of them close to sharing a golden boot. And now we're 2-0 up.
Well, as you can see, this was
Decent play there, just change of pace, run into the space, and absolutely wallop that one into the top corner. No keeper's reaching that, not from that distance out. Yalchin getting another one for the season. And now we're 2-0 up before half time, and the referee's going to blow up. And it's a 2-0 scoreline, and a deserved lead as champions, and we're 45 minutes away from lifting the trophy. Yalchin and Tom Kearney, I think, are both on 20 goals for the season now, and level with Scott Twine on for MK Dons in the top goal scorer charts. So who's going to get the lead in terms of goals? But they're both equal at the moment, quite quickly as well. Fleetwood playing quite high up the pitch and trying to play that ball over the top. I see that run though from Vesuvian. Touch not great. Vesuvian cuts inside, and it's a great save from the goalkeeper there.
Do they mean business on this occasion? Space and time for the cross.
Playing a 1-2. Ball's in, and it's a great save. And wait, what? That was a great save from Meredith, I was about to say, but apparently Lamb has done a foul. I didn't even click square. I know I didn't click square to do a slide tackle. A substitution, and Morris is coming on for Knight for Fleetwood, and it's a penalty to Fleetwood. Oh, I've gone the right way, but it sneaked in at that near post. Well, sneaked in off of the post, should I just said. Hadn't gone in. That was so close. I actually went the right way as well, and just quite close, and I just couldn't keep it out. I didn't even mean to give a penalty away. I didn't click any tackle button. I just pressed circle, not square. So why I went to ground, I don't know, but now the penalty score is going off the pitch. It's 2-1. We're still in the lead. See if we can get another goal though to get this crowd going again though. Final minute of this 5 added on.
Could be dangerous.
I'm going to show him out, and Busquets has done well there. It's a throw in. Not much left in us now.
Delivered into the box.
Headed away.
Struggling to get it away.
Can't let Fleetwood have this last chance. I don't want to drop points in the last game of the season. We're going to kick it up the pitch, and that is full time. Almost 7 minutes into stoppage time, we do secure a 2-1 win on the last game of the season. 3 more points in the bag, and not only do we get the league title today, we also secured over 100 points in the league, which is a great achievement in itself. And now we've got some lovely title celebrations, back-to-back promotions, back-to-back league titles, and 2 great seasons for the free agents. And season 3 is coming soon, and we've got way more to come, and the championship's up next.
Well, this is one to win a cup. Brilliant moment.
From key players, Busquets there was one of them that we brought in, and Lamb is now coming up to the podium for the second time in 2 seasons. We lift the League 1 title, and we are going up. Saying we are going up.
That's fantastic stuff.
Championship football awaits us next season, and we got to see who is actually going to be coming up with us. There's a decent race on for second place between MK Dons and like Sunderland and Peterborough. We need to see who's going to be joining us, and the playoffs to do as well. And Lamb's going to charge up to the fans and lift the trophy once more. But we've done it though. Free Agent FC, 2 titles in 2 seasons, and we'll see you in the Championship. Okay, so whilst I'm advancing towards the end of the season and waiting for people to just finish off their games in League 1, I've got an offer from Bristol Rovers for Ronnie Wheatley for 310,000. One of my younger goalkeepers that isn't going to be used. Yeah, 310,000 is an acceptable offer, so I will accept that, and he will more than likely go to Bristol Rovers. So then we are now officially at the end of the season, with everyone now played their 46 games, and here is the final table then. It is me on top of the table with 102 points, 31 wins in the season, only 6 losses. Really good performance, and I'm glad that. And as you can see, Peterborough actually managed to sneak ahead of MK Dons right at the end, and what was the result? Oh, there it is. Peterborough beat MK Dons by 2-1, which gave them the edge, and then all that Peterborough had to do was win their final game, which I believe they would have done, which they did against Charlton by 3-1 as well. So they are in the Championship with me next season. MK Dons, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland and Blackpool all fight it out in the playoffs. Oxford United miss out by 3 points, Ipswich miss out by 5. Bit further down the table, we'll see what everyone else did. Top half, Northampton Town, who also came up with me from League 2, finished a very, very respectable night. That's a very good first season for them. A bit further down the table you find Salford, who also came up with me, finishing 14th, and that's also a very good position for them, certifying themselves in League 1. And relegated are Lincoln City, Doncaster, Bristol Rovers and Luton Town. So Luton Town will now play League 2 football in the 3rd season on FIFA 22. Quite crazy to see how they fell apart. I don't know what happened to their team and who has been sold, but 7 wins all season is quite bad. 31 points and 18 points adrift as well. Crew do survive, and now it's just a matter of the playoffs, just to see who else will be joining myself and Peterborough in the Championship next season. Okay, so another piece of business has been done. Utrecht have actually agreed to sign Noah Forrest. Some people might not remember, even I don't remember this, it's been so long, but Noah Forrest joined Utrecht on a loan to buy, and Utrecht have decided to play the £650,000 price tag that was set, so he's going to be playing for Utrecht from now on. I believe the playoffs are done now, and I've not seen the result yet, but before I go to the playoffs, I'm going to go around all the competitions and see who won all the competitions that have been a part of this season, and also European competitions as well. So it was Manchester United winning Manchester Derby in the FA Cup final. As you know, I was defeated by 6-3 by Southampton in the quarter-finals, which isn't too bad considering I got to the quarter-finals in the first place. And then, like I say, Manchester Derby in the final would have been a very interesting final to watch. Manchester United won that. Moving on to the Carabao Cup, Manchester City pick up that trophy, a 3-1 victory over Newcastle United in a final, and going through the semi-finals. Watford made the semi-finals, while Manchester United actually got knocked out on penalties by Newcastle, and yeah, that's about it. And moving on to the next competition, which is Papa John's, and Peterborough United ended up winning that as well, so a double for them this season, a double in the sense of getting promoted and securing some silverware as well within the Papa John's trophy. I got knocked out by Wickham, I think in the 3rd round, I believe. Yeah, there at the bottom right hand side of your screen. So yeah, quite early on, which I'm quite glad for, because it helped us, helped our fixtures balance out a bit for the league season. But yeah, Peterborough won that on penalties. I believe this next one will be the playoffs, and it is Blackpool who will be coming up to the Championship with us. Blackpool finished 6th in the league, and they're still going to be joining us in the Championship next season. They won 3-0 against MK Dons over 2 legs. Sunderland beating Sheffield Wednesday 4-2 over both legs as well. And then it is Blackpool that will be going up, which is absolutely crazy considering they did finish 6th in the league. How many points were they off an automatic promotion spot? Only 9 points. It's not terrible, But it's still a bit crazy when you see a team that just snuck into the playoffs and sake of actually get promoted, instead of teams like MK Dons who were in the promotion zone for majority of the season. Absolutely crazy, and I can't believe MK Dons have fluffed that right at the end. Next one is obviously the friendly tournament at the start of the season, which we did win 2-1. Next up, the Super Cup. Leicester City won that 4-3 over Real Madrid, which is absolutely crazy. Moving on to the next one, Champions League winners are Inter Milan over Borussia Dortmund. That was a very interesting final. Two teams you wouldn't expect to get to the final did manage to get there, and Inter Milan come out the victors in that one. Moving on to Europa League, Paris Saint-Germain actually wins some European silverware, beating Villarreal by also 3-2. And then moving on to the Conference League, Sevilla beating Fenerbahce by 1-0 in that final. So that basically rounds off the season. All that's left to do now is probably just advance to the end and get to the start of season 3 and see what free agents are sat in that list and see who I can potentially bring in. Also, very quickly, I want to go through this as well. As you guys know, in that last game, Kenny and Yalchin both scored a goal at the end of the season to try and help them get towards that golden boot, but it wasn't to be, as Twine for MK Dons managed to sneak an extra goal in and get 21 goals, so he gets the top goal scorers. Assisters, though, Tom Kearney does get that 21 assists in a season alongside 20 goals. What an absolutely crazy season Tom Kearney has had in League One. And clean sheets as well. Meredith up there with 15. He gets that golden glove for League One as well. And yeah, quite a crazy season. Now let's get to the end of the season. So then, as you guys may know, obviously a brand new season means a brand new set of kits, and the home kit is obviously still going to be the traditional black and white. Gone for this one. Looks like quite like a good championship kit, doesn't it? If you look at it, there's a little bit of spin from Lamb there. That's what I've gone for. Nice traditional black and white stripes again. Still sticking with the Adidas sponsor as well. And then the away kit, I've gone for a green this time. I've had yellow, I've had blue, now it's time for a green. Similar to Stoke in a sense, with their away kit being green and black. Mine's green and white. And I've gone for this design with the black and the, well, it's kind of black, a dark and then a white stripe down through the badge. And obviously plain green on the back as well. I think it's a decent kit, and not only that, I've also gone for a stadium upgrade as well. I'm stuck with the other stadium for a bit. So obviously you got a bit bigger stands now and a bit more fans. Can actually get in the stadium, an extra 10,000 fans. So that is what we're going for. We're going to advance forward, and now we're on the 1st of January. We just need to have a look at those free agent lists. Okay, so I've been through obviously the free agents list and had a look through a few players. So there's a few players obviously I do want to scout. As you can see, one of them here is a 6'3" defender here. He's 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Looks like it's going to be an absolute beast, so hopefully I can bring this guy in. I want to get a little bit more detail about him first though. Frankie Matthews, another one 6'3", who looks like a very decent centre back at the moment, so waiting for more details on him. Gurgic, I just scouted him as well. Serbian CDM, 17 as well. He could be useful. David Grande, again, it looks okay. Scout him, see what he's like. Santiago Cruz, another one, looks a bit decent. 6'2" as well. Logan Smets, another youth player again, 6'2", CDM, central mid. Might be a good youth player for the future. And looking up the list, we've got some more experienced players in here. Rafinha's in here, 30 years old. He looks like a decent player. I'm going to scout him, see what he might be, but I've got some other players in here you might be more interested to see. Marcus Alonso is another 132. He's obviously been released from Chelsea. Maybe a backup left back in the future, you never know. He's got good free kick accuracy. It'd be good sticking that first team for those free kicks. Maybe that's an option as well. Aaron Cresswell, as you can see, another option, but I think you've all caught eyes on this one. Ilkai Gundogan, 85 rated. I don't know how I could pass this up, to be honest with you. I think I just need to go in and get Ilkai Gundogan before anyone else snaps him up. An 85 rated midfielder in the Championship would be insane, and yeah, unrealistic, but so is making a team that's just based on free agents. So I'm going to welcome Ilkai Gundogan into the Free Agents FC and offer him a contract and see what he says. Squad role, he will definitely get crucial, but I'm going to offer him important and see what he says. But yeah, he'll definitely get crucial. by far. Contract left for a year. I'm going to offer him 2, like I normally do, because they'll all accept a year higher. No release clause, more than happy with that. Recommended wage is about 40,000, so he's in the Championship as well. I'm going to offer him 30, maybe with like a 400 signing bonus. I think that makes a bit of sense, so I'm going to submit that. And it's a reasonable offer. Ilkai Gundogan is going to be joining Championship side Free Agents FC for a couple of seasons, taking up that midfield role. And let's get started. Gundogan signs. So yeah, that was one I really couldn't pass up. I don't know how you couldn't get Ilkai Gundogan into the squad. I've also got Fernando joining me on a pre-contract as well. Literally, if I advance forward a day, he'll literally join the squad. So I don't know what happened. This is going to mean for Baker, but I've got Fernando. Busquets is still in the squad as well. Kearney is still in the squad, and then I've got Gundogan in the midfield as well now. Could I go to back titles? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And the other one, William Jubel's another striker option, 21. Yalchin is up top. This could be obviously a really good backup for Yalchin, but he's been doing really well. And until I find a reason until then, I don't really need to get anybody else in. And there's some other striker options I can probably go for, like Malcoco. He's obviously a really good option. I could try and get him on a swap maybe. That's my ideal. That's all I can do. I can't offer him any money, so I have to try that. But let's have a look at this new league. So there we go, a bit more confirmation. Ronnie Wheatley has gone off to join Bristol Rovers, and Jake has also left to go on to Al Ali in Saudi Arabia, and then here's Fernando joining on the pre-contract. So let's have a look at my squad. So then this is the squad that we're going in with the second season, and obviously, as you can tell, there's a massive improvement. Just putting Gundogan in that squad is a massive improvement. Fernando is also in there as well. Busquets obviously dropped to the bench, and unfortunately Baker's dropped to the bench as well. Someone I really don't want to just chuck on the bench, but he will get minutes off of the bench, and I'm pretty sure we'll get appearances instead of like Kearney and Fernando when he comes off. But other than that, everyone else is the same. Garcia, Klutner, Lamb, Castro, Kearney, Yeltsin's up top, Basufian and Jeffrey, all the same. Obviously players will start to age. I think Jeffrey's now getting into his late 20s, I think. I believe 29 now. So someone else I might have to consider swapping out in the future. Maybe look for another one. But they do have Beerto on the bench, don't forget. He's a lot younger and ready to take his place when he starts to drop off. But until then, I think that's it for today's episode, and the season finale has been done. Next episode is obviously going to be the officially start of season 3, going through pre-season, and the start of the championship season. So hope you guys tune in for that one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, leave a like. If you haven't, drop a comment and let me know why you haven't liked it in the comments below, so I know how to improve in the future. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well to see more of this career mode season, and also to watch some more matchday vlogs in the future. Obviously towards the end of the season now in real life, just a few games left to go, and hopefully Stoke can run off a top half finish. So thank you guys for watching. This is Bones. I'm signing out, and peace.